Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Leroy Gankins here, coming at you with some Lost Ark knowledge. Today we're going to be talking about how to gear your alts, and the best way to do those, and what you can kind of do to supplement the daily grind. So I'm not going to go over the dailies. The dailies, you know, they have been talked about all the time, all over the internet, all this stuff, right? You do your Chaos Dungeon, your Guardian Raids, all that good stuff, Abyssal Dungeons if you can, all that good shit. So I'm not going to talk about those un dailies, whatever. What I'm going to talk about is the stuff you can do on the side that a lot of people seem to either forget about or just don't know about. And the first thing I'm going to start with is the tower. Now, when you go through here and you click on the tower for the first time, you're going to have all these rewards. You're going to have card packs, you're going to have skill points, which makes it worth on its own. And then you're going to have some other stuff kind of filtered through here as well. And all of this is first time completion rewards. There are two sets of these. It's the Shadespire Tower, which gives you tier 1 stuff, and then you have the Fate Spire, which gives you tier 2. Now, I haven't done the Fate Spire yet. I'm actually doing this today, but I just want to go ahead and knock this out so I can show you guys. So right here, again, I've already cleared the Shadespire Tower, and this is all the completion tier, like for the first time rewards. And again, you get skill point at floor 20, and then again at floor 50, just for doing it the first time. That collecting skill points goes along with all your characters. You do it on one, all your other ones get it as well. So that's one thing you can do to help out your alts. But what I'm going to be talking about is the materials that you get for doing it on your alts. So right now, if I go over here, go to game menu, switch characters real quick to prankster here, and I'll talk about what you can kind of get with all the goodies as well as another thing and what to do with all your materials when you get them. I'm going to load in here to Vern Castle. He should just be right in front of the tower. I'm pretty sure that's where I left him. Haven't done it yet, but I plan on doing it, a little bit of it today. This is the thing about the tower as well. You don't have to tackle it all in one sitting. In fact, I recommend you don't do that because then some of the mats can be wasted. And I'll talk about that right now. So as you can see, this is the Shadespire Tower. We scroll all the way up to the top. There's no skill point here. We go to the 20. There's no skill point here either. All of these have been replaced with mats for upgrading or honing gear. And you can start this at eye level 302. And you can do this as you reach these eye levels. So floor 5 takes 340, and it won't let you enter these floors unless you meet the eye level requirement for the floors. And it caps out at 540 here. Now, again, Shadespire will give you tier 1 mats, as you see. This is all Harmony Shards, you got Fragments, you got some Leap Stones, and some of these get really, really up there, right? Here's 1,000 of the Guardian Stones. There's another 1,000 reward of the other ones. Yeah, the Destruction Stones there, and up here at the top, this is 7 large pouches of Harmony Shards. So do not sleep on the tower, guys. This is a lot of materials, and it kind of replaces, like, you doing the, the islands for the first time, right? This is them trying to give some of that material back to you. Now the islands do give a lot. If you guys haven't don't know about the islands either to do for your main, like I have a video about islands and stuff as well. So you go look at that, or you can just look up other guides as well because people have made them all the time. And then the Fate Spire one, like I said, so the Shadespire gives you tier 1 mats. All these are tier 1, even all the way to the top. And then Fate Spire, it doesn't show it right now, but all of this will be tier 2 gear as it stops at 1040, which is the one of the last breakpoints of tier 2 before you get into tier 3. There is no tier 3 tower at this moment. Don't know if they will add it in the future, but for right now, there is no tier 3 tower, and you don't see the rewards yet because, like I said, I'm planning on completing this on my main today, and then I can show you guys the stuff on that later. But anyway, the tower is going to be like your first priority. Also, while you're doing stuff like the Chaos Dungeon, you can get boss rush tickets, and boss rushes will give you a lot of mats if you can do them. This is, again, tier 2 kind of stuff that you can see here. And I think this is tier 3. So it starts at tier 2. The cube doesn't really give you mats. It gives you, like masterpieces. You get engraving books, all that kind of stuff. So if you do end up pushing in your alt or even your mains in tier 2 and you want some extra mats, the boss rush will absolutely give you that if you get a ticket. So besides like these little extra areas over here, people forget about their weekly vendors. If you go over here, actually it's not there, it's right here. It says Salamal Blood Exchange, whatever. It's the guild. It's the guild exchange. Go here, go to guild. Every day you should be pressing this donate button. It gives you bloodstones and the guild bloodstones as well. So do that up, and then once your guild progresses enough, you will have this vendor will unlock materials for you, which we can go over there right now, so you can kind of see the materials that you can get. I can't buy them right now, but I'm pretty sure there's already a lot of guilds to that like upper threshold, and my guild isn't full, which is fine. Like this is just like a supplementary thing that I recommend people take advantage of if they can. If they can't, that's okay. Just make sure to do it when you can, because at the end of the day, it's all mats, and it's something that you can just spend a little bit of silver on each day and go ahead and get that in. So over here is the blood exchange person in North Burn. And as you see, this first tab is just silver, and you got some XP potions. But if you go over to honing material, you can actually trade pouches, fragments, all the way to leap stones, and even to tier 2 mats, and going to tier 3. So do not sleep on your guild vendor, guys. That stuff is really important. And at the end of the day, you can always get your entrance tickets from here as well. That's just one vendor that I want to talk about. The other one we have to go set out to sea for, and it's at the outside of every major port. Man, it is insane how many people forget about this vendor, or even worse, only do it once. This vendor gives you weekly, yes, weekly opportunities to buy materials. If you go over here, there will always be a vendor here. There's two vendors. This guy sells you like ship parts and crew and stuff. This guy down here, or wherever you might be. If you go over to the not the upgrade, you would think it would be under upgrade, but no, this is talking about ship material. If you go over here to the normal tab, you can now buy these upgrade materials right here, and it goes all the way. Like I said, you start at tier 1, next page tier 2, going into tier 3 as well. Well, let's say tier 3, but it's only honor shards, but we know how much of a pain it can be to get shards. And these things cost pirate tokens, which you can get from either doing your islands, doing co-op events, all that good stuff as well. And also you can do it at the coin exchange if you get a bunch of those little chests. I don't think I have any on me right now because they're all in my storage, but the sun coin ratio is 20-1, so pop open a chest, make it give you like 500 sun coins, boom, transfer those into pirate coins. You're now a rich pirate coin man. I would not, recommend doing all of the coins at once, because you never know if you're going to need like a certain, coin for, what would you call it? Like buying, maybe a giant heart or a song or something. So do hang on to your chest. But as a supplementary, part, when you get some stuff like that done, here it is, your pirate vendor, and you can do this on each character. It says weekly limit here, but I've already bought these out on my main character. You can do this per character, this weekly limit buy. I haven't bought, again, my main's not in tier 1, so it's not worth me buying these, and it gives you, again, stones and stuff that you can get for your characters. And that's the major things I want to go over for your alts. It really just comes down to, again, doing your dailies. Don't sleep on the tower, and take advantage of these weekly vendors. Now, when you get all of these rush of materials, you're like, great, time to go to the upgrade shop, right? You might have, in my case, 1 or 2 alts. You may have more if you're an altaholic. No shame there, but we're gonna go over here. So what is the best way to use your mats in this game? Now, here's what most people do. They create their alts, and then they pick a main, right? Their main class they really enjoy playing, or maybe the one that they started playing on, or whatever. So what they'll do is they'll do all of their dailies, and then they will funnel all the materials into their roster storage. So let me see if I can show you guys that right here. I go to remote storage. Right here, it's your roster storage. You can also go here if you don't have the crystalline ore. You can just do this in any town, and you can go to your storage as well. This roster storage right now is empty for me, but I can put whatever in it. Right. You can just leave your mats in here, like these, not the ones that say bound because bound is character specific, but you can leave your tier 1 mats in there, and what ends up happening is people just funnel all their shards and stuff to one character. That way they get that character to the next tier as fast as possible. So instead of working on all of your alts, an option is to pick a main, funnel all of it until it gets to the next tier, and then you pick like a second main or an alt main, which for me would be the sharpshooter here, and then that means that these two guys will then funnel their materials into him as well. Until he is tier 2, and then he will funnel his T2 materials into this one if he's still tier 2, and so on and so forth. And the cycle just kind of repeats like that. Now, you don't have to do that. It will just make your progression on specific characters faster. And the reason why you would want to even rush any kind of character progression is so you can take advantage of the Abyss dungeons to maximize your gold income, because Abyss dungeons give you hella gold income just from completing them. And of course, you can also sell stuff that you get from it as well, all that good stuff. Which then, if you get a lot of gold, you come over here to the market and you can use your gold on stuff like, you know, fragments, whatever. Do be careful though buying these right now, as they can get very expensive. These are only 4 or so, but as I said, you can get up there when you go to leap stones, and that's not what I meant to press. Leap stones. Search. Ah, look, there it is. That's 155 gold per. So yeah, just be careful when it comes to doing that kind of stuff. And then also you can take advantage of the Mari shop. A lot of people think the Mari shop is pay to win when it's not, because you can get all the materials for free. And let me show you that real quick before I end the video. If you go over here to the dock, you can change your gold that you'll get from all of the Abyss dungeons, or just putting stuff in the auction house, just doing activities like passively, because it is very easy to get gold in this game. You just get a lot of it. Just don't hoard your gold. If you have like more than like 10k, you just kind of like let it sit there. It's not, you gotta let you what's the thought about? You gotta let your money work for you, right? So yeah, it's what you want your gold to do. But you come over here. Where is it? It's at the, yeah, it's one of these. Yeah, currency exchange. Yeah, and you can turn your gold here, right down here, into these little blue crystals, which you can use to pay with the Mari shop. And the Mari shop is the cash shop, and it's right here. A lot of people think the only way to get these little blue crystals is by buying the packs that you'll see, which is not true. You just exchange your gold into it, and boom, bam, Mari shop. Free materials, or say free gold materials is here as well. It's just kind of locked behind this currency exchange person, so not a lot of people know about it. And then you have stuff like this too, where you transfer your royal crystals into gold. And I want to say, yeah, this is per 100. So yeah. Well, anyway, guys, that's been this whole spill. Hopefully this helped you kind of guide your way to gearing your alts, or anything like that too. I just came up with the other video of like how to reduce burnout in this game. Again, it's not a job, right? So it's like I'm over here talking about like the most efficient way, or like what most people do, of like going to your alts and funneling and then doing all this stuff. But if you enjoy playing a class and you don't want to funnel the alts, or you think it's too much hassle, don't. Like, just play the game how you want to play. A lot of people are trying to be like, oh, you got to rush to the in-game content. There's no in-game content right now. There's no Legion raids, and even if there was, the vast majority right now just wouldn't be able to do it, which is fine. Just play the game at your own pace, enjoy it for what it is. And again, if you guys haven't seen my other alt video, where I talk about like just if your progression is starting to slow down, the game's starting to stealth you, alts can be a great way to get back into this game, because again, the other classes have a majority of, or a variety of different play styles, and you can really, fall back into it if you go and play something that's just not like your class at all. Like for me, I have the sharpshooter, which is ranged, a little bit more fast-paced than the berserker here, and then I also have this striker, which is melee, but a lot more fast-paced and combo-based, which is really fun too. I'll have videos coming out with that. We'll be doing guardian raids, blah 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 blah, all that shit. Anyway, guys, it's been the alt ramble / rant guide. If you guys enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. See you guys next time. Peace.